The spiritual search. Question.
The question I keep asking myself is, does this dream of a search in a person who is searching have anything to do with the appearance of grace and realization?
John, it depends on what is meant by grace and realization. To me, grace and realization are just other terms for your true nature. Call it self, being, awareness, presence, God, or spirit. That never appears, as it is the basis on which all appearances arise and set. From the point of view of the one who imagines himself to be separate and a seeker, there are many questions that seemingly need to be understood. From the point of view of your actual nature as awareness, everything is simple, direct, and clear. Don't worry too much about the questions and issues that the mind raises. The answer is not in the mind. The grace and realization you are looking for is the ordinary awareness shining at your core right at this moment. Understand this, and you understand everything.
Is the motive to be free coming from that which is beyond? Because it seems to me to be part of the dream too.
That is not beyond. It is here and now. Having apparently forgotten your true nature and identified with unquestioned beliefs in the mind, your innate wisdom simply moves to restore clarity. Some appearances turn back and realize their source, some don't. But it doesn't matter, because no one has ever left that. Pure awareness is a brute fact. It is undoubtedly present and intuitively obvious. Questions appear at the level of thought and mind. As long as the existence of the separate I is not questioned, questions, even apparently cogent spiritual questions, will go on. Once you see your nature as awareness, you will find there are few, if any, questions remaining. You are home. You are at peace. There is a sense of oneness. The desire to seek, to know, and to do falls away, because the root driver of all of this, the separate person, is not in play any longer. Losing, finding, awakening, and so on are all just appearances in the light of being awareness, which looks on with affectionate detachment.
Is there even a point to the search?
Who is asking? Instead of trying to answer questions like this, you might find it is interesting to investigate who is asking. There is no ultimate finality or answer to questions as long as the sense of separateness survives. Whether the answer to this question is given as yes or no, you still need to know yourself and resolve the core fundamental metaphysical question, who or what am I? All questions are just different ways of asking. What is real? What am I? What is my true source? Clear up the fundamentals, and the other issues resolve themselves automatically. As far as whether there is a point to the search, I would say, if pressed, the answer is both yes and no. From the point of view of the seeker who imagines himself to be separate, there is no more relevant undertaking than to resolve the question, what am I? From the point of view of awareness, your real essence, the search is pointless, because you are already what you are seeking. Awareness is already free and completely present in all its fullness. The questions go on because the seeker is not clear on his true identity. See yourself as that awareness. See that the separate seeker is not really there, and the entire search comes to an end. Because, as mentioned above, you are what you are seeking. Before this became clear to me, the sense of seeking had gone on in various forms for about 30 years. Afterwards, there was and is a distinct sensation that the seeking is finally and completely over. It is not a mental assertion, but a core gut-level sense.
What has been your experience with this? I'm guessing I'll need to find out for myself.
You certainly need to see all this for yourself, or else it remains just an interesting story. None of it is particularly relevant unless something in you resonates. I have a sense that you are deeply interested in all this, so I am sure the unfolding is happening for you already.